of this straight, then we're going to level 1. It's as simple as this. Okay, so again, we're saying in reality, if you've broken out of the level 3, just like with Bitcoin, you are going to level 1. That's how the cycle works. So that is level 1. You have here the whole label is here internal 1 into 3, then there is internal 3 into 3, and the market tops out into that internal 5 into 3. There has been a 4A and a 4B, and this is currently 4C. Someone may consider that this is internal 5, this is the end of the move, 5 altogether, and the market is doing an ABC. This is a growth market, so we don't expect it to become bearish, and we expect it as well fundamentally. Therefore, the projections are for a bounce at that internal level. So we would want again to accumulate, all right, between that red neckline and that blue neckline. Why that red neckline in the first place? That red neckline actually is 161.8. Remind ourselves, this is 161.8. All right, 161.8% projection of level 4A into level 4C. This is your level 4A here into level 4C. At least, at most, should do 161.8 to 100%. So, suppose it does spike because this is a very volatile market, and of course, there are a lot of fundamentals currently impacting it. It will bounce at a level 1. Bounce at a level 1 here actually takes you all the way down to 450 and 443 showing right here. So then we would want to divide our entries between 960 and 948 shown here, all the way down to 443. This is really projection. That's why we're showing that level 948 in red, because we expect to break below it all the way to 443. And then the market bounces again, does shoulder, you're looking at shoulder levels, we have shoulder levels here. The bounce, if it is, there is an Elliott structure here, if we're able to bounce and support 50% above that Elliott structure, the momentum would have changed. We take out that neckline and the market has reversed. If we do not support above that shoulder level, we can get a shoulder to the left at 1,734, equivalent numbers to the right. Okay, so if we do not support above that shoulder level, if we do not have any positive momentum that will take us above the shoulder level, we know that the market is still going to be retesting level 1 at least another time. Either case, in all cases, we would want to buy the bounce longer term or intermediate term by Wednesday, because the bounce, like we just did investigate with Bitcoin, at least will take you to test that neckline. So buying 443 all the way to 620 or 650 takes you to 1,600. So yes, we will buy it. Even if it was a correction, it's going to be a very strong and fast correction, and the fundamentals will somehow have changed to make it a buy opportunity. We're having the same cycle, just like with Bitcoin. This is a wave 3. Where we have that. This green arrow means you should be preparing for a long once you have double internal momentum cycle on the 1 hour and 15 minutes. Until then, of course, we would go shorts like we're showing now on that daily chart and the coming 4-hour charts. The targets, of course, are going to be at least 948 and 650 and these levels here below them. When we do an accumulation, when we go long, we focus not at 950. This will definitely give way at the beginning. We only start at our accumulation basing as of 613 and 650 all the way to 450. That's what we have here. We divide limit long entries to accumulate equally between levels 1, internal level 1 into 3. This is internal level 1 into 3. This is another internal level 1. We're not marking it, but you can see we have an internal level 1 that bounces out of that internal level 1. This second internal level 1 has an arrow here, 613. So we will segregate our long entries between 650, 450. Looking at 443 here, which is of course around 450. 613 or 650 is showing right here along that level. So we go along these levels at least we get a short. That's what we think. All right, let's do the shorts now. Just look at these at the targets here on that 1 hour chart, on that 1 day, 1 day chart. You're seeing projections for the current move. This is of course the current move down into wave 5, taken from the breakout of that wave all the way to the current market level at that point when this was drafted. Almost ideal projection is the 800 or 798. There's also that 650, or actually over here it's 550, that we expect to see at 200%. Let's take this to 4 hours for entries. All right, so we're now focused on that segment that broke out below the neckline and was already showing on the daily chart that we're just looking at. There is high degree 1-2 and internal 1-2. This is momentum segregated. Currently, this is the 3. It shows in more detail. You can see there is an internal 2 here, then the 3. It shows also more detail on the 15-minute chart. This is your 2. This is now the current extension into 3. If there is a mixed fundamental release on Wednesday, we can expect, just like with Bitcoin, to get the 4. But we don't really expect to get a mixed fundamental release on Wednesday, so we're just showing you this to look at possibility. That is, we don't expect any correction at 1,559 until we get to 650, 750, and 940. These we do an internal segregation now on the 15-minute chart in order to be able. This is of course cycle 3. So just like with Bitcoin, you cannot get any entries except on the last growth portion on the 15-minute chart, the last growth cycle or wave on the 15-minute chart. And also, you must have a stop above your last motive wave, your high degree motive wave. Both show on this 15-minute chart. Right, so we're searching, of course, 2 necklines. Once you see 2 necklines, you know that this is your motive, your higher degree motive, right from that point, even those are the labels, and this is your current growth segment from that point. Market should no longer rise above that neckline. It's trending, right? And therefore, our most ideal sell 1,261. If we were very conservative, you would want to sell 1,261, add at 1,398, this neckline. But in reality, we're not really going to sell less. We sell 1,261. We will hedge, consider to hedge at 1,500. We have here 1,510, $250, 250 points higher, because at this point we would have taken out 2 necklines as already explained. We sell today 1,261 if you're not already short into the market. Usually we go to S1 for short-term traders, or 50% between S1 and S2. For long-term traders now, or for position traders, by Wednesday we expect to be able to see either 950, that's our first target. After this is 750.